My talk was about improving clinical development strategies in early phase so that taking the drugs into later stage development, we are better and we ultimately deliver faster and better treatments to the patients. So right now, the success rate of drugs that go from the early development across all therapeutic areas is relatively low in phase 2 specifically. So what about the critical elements in that phase 1 that really can improve the passage from the phase 2 into the phase 3? Yes, there are basically 3 major trends. One is that we are developing drugs with a much more patient focus because there is more and more available therapies for the patients, and the patient has a more choice, specifically in some areas like oncology with the revolution that has been brought by the immunotherapies. So that is really a great move on the side of the pharma in general. That's the first trend. Second trend is the strategy and meaning the best design and the best approach to the development of drugs, not just on a one protocol, but really across the entire life cycle, is becoming a paramount because there is the amount of money and time is getting more and more limited. So to do it smartly, to do it in the right way, and to have the expertise to bring something from the first stage to the filing to the regulatory agencies and medical authorities is becoming a critical thing. So that's the second. And the third one, I would say that because of recent success of the personalized therapies in certain therapeutic areas like oncology, but in many others, there is absolute application now of the biomarker-driven drug development, starting from early on to the late phase, which means that we are living the promise, or we are close to that at least, of personalized medicine. And we'll see, where the future goes in different therapeutic areas, and if we can tackle some of the hard diseases that so far we were not able to do. I would say that it's been excellent. As being, somebody who is actually coming from scientific medical affairs, this was for my first time at this meeting, and I came because I wanted to hear a slightly different perspective on issues that ultimately we really need to think as a collectively across all the functions. And I actually see a big plus in this meeting that I see colleagues from a really different function. So it's a really multifunctional meeting rather than one narrow group. So it's also small, sufficiently small, meaning that usually our meetings in this industry are becoming really huge, and that means not enough time to exchange deep enough ideas and to get to know the points and people. And this conference is great from that sense, and absolutely applauding that it's perfectly organized, wonderfully organized, very smooth organization. And I would say also the talks and the way they are kind of divided, very nice, because again, organizers try not to overlap the interests, but actually to serve everybody and everybody's needs.